let's look at what the rules are for when we need to flip the inequality sign when we're dealing with negatives. So we've said in our lessons that when you multiply or divide by a negative, we have to remember to flip the inequality sign around because it's going to change the solution set a little bit. So let's look at some examples of what that looks like. Let's start with this one on the right hand side. If I were to solve this inequality, I would divide both sides by negative 3. And then what I'm looking at is this right here. What did I do? I divided by a negative 3. Because the operation that I performed was dividing by a negative, then that sign would change to then a less than. But let's go back here and look at this one on the left. On this one, I would divide by 3 on both sides. So what did I divide by? I divided by 3. I divided by positive 3. So in this one, I would not flip the sign. It would stay greater than. So a lot of confusion comes in. Well, but there's a negative sign here. I'm dividing negative 15 by 3. But what matters is what we divide by. What did we do? Our inverse operation was to divide by positive 3. So that means we don't change the sign. So some other examples with division problems. If I have x over 3 is less than or equal to 8, let's make it negative 8. This is another example of sign stays the same because we would have to multiply by 3 by a positive 3. We are multiplying by a positive 3, so the sign stays. It's okay that there was already a negative there, but that's not the one that we're doing. That's not our new step that we are doing. On the other hand, if I have x over negative 2 is less than or equal to 5, in this problem, we would have to multiply by negative 2. And then if we look at what are we doing, we are adding the step times by negative 2. Because we are adding that step timesing by a negative, then this one, we would have to change the sign. So remember that it's only the multiplying and dividing by negative that we are adding to the problem, not what's already in the problem.